If there is one thing that you can do during a really intense period of a psychedelic journey, maybe the one I'd recommend is coming to the breath. And one tip I could give you is to make your breath audible. Hear it. Perhaps take a deep breath through the mouth and out through the mouth. Hear it, that gives you a sense of anchorage. Hear that breath and it helps to ground you. When you breathe mindfully, you bring your whole body and mind into harmony, concentrating on the wonder of breath. Our breathing is as beautiful as music. One in-breath can bring a lot of pleasure. Breathing in, I'm alive. It's a moment of celebrating the life that is there. We know that we're alive, and it's possible to truly live our life, to celebrate our life in every moment. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to life. That tip of making the breath audible, you can also have a bit of fun with it. Play with it a little bit. But just hearing it is reassuring and can provide you that kind of anchorage. If you do a few deep breaths, then just allow the breath to return to normality. Let the breath breathe itself. Another thing that you can do with the breath that aids a return to the body, a mindfulness of body, is to focus on not just the sound of breath, but also sensations of breath, the coolness as you breathe in and the relative warmth as you breathe out. Another thing to say about crisis is it's where a truly talented guide can show their worth, that sometimes there is something to be said for becoming more of a guide than a sitter, that you do intervene and you try and shepherd the journeyer out through a period of difficult crisis into some kind of breakthrough experience. Checking in is a kind of art, a skill on the part of a guide. You might check in by asking the journeyer to give you some words about where they are right now. But it's okay that the journeyer might say to you, not now, not now. And so just hear that and don't be too hasty or kind of trigger happy with a desire to check in and know where the journeyer is at any given point. Now, what can happen for the journeyer is that they might get stuck in a loop. They're going round and round, kind of spiraling around a certain theme, perhaps repeating things, saying certain things, perhaps even repeating bodily movements or gestures. So as a guide, you might notice that. You might inquire and invite a sense of curiosity on the part of the journeyer as to where that spiral might be leading, what kind of themes are being circled around, what can be explored there. I think those situations of so-called looping are situations where there is something to be said for some degree of intervention from the guide to inquire about the content of that looping and potentially also try and intervene and stop the looping after a certain period. If no breakthrough comes when the journey is invited to see where it's leading, then maybe change the record, maybe literally change the music that's playing, present a rose, a flower, present a new scent, something to change the direction of the experience might make some sense. The guide's most fundamental role is to look after the safety of the journeyer. If there then is a secondary consideration, it could be described as a gentle shepherding towards breakthrough. With good boundaries laid about what constitutes good touch, don't feel shy going in to a difficult period of a psychedelic journey to literally reach out, to ask that your guide take your hand. And that contact can be so grounding, so useful to return you to the flow of the journey itself. Another consideration for the guide is to use good words, and these are things that are like mantras in a way. You know, a classic one that I know from Bill Richards, at least that's how I know of its origin, is the classic trust, let go, be open. So whether you're a guide saying those words to the journeyer, or you're a journeyer who might be saying those words to yourself, do you consider mantras like that, good words that you can return to, like the breath, you know, things of solidity, tried and tested things that you can return to when in a crisis. Some other good words include things like you are safe, your body is safe. Sink into the experience, sink into your body, sink into your heart. Trust the process. Let go, trust, be open to discovery. Come into the body, open the heart. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be bored. Everything's okay that you're feeling. And ask, what is it like to be sad? What is it like to be scared? What is it like to be bored? Explore these feelings. Hearts are meant to be broken.